Hello and welcome back to our Monday with the Mayor segment here on 18 WJTS. Jared Atkins alongside Jasper Mayor Dean Vonderheide, and spring is in the air, so we could think of no better way to do Monday with the Mayor this week than talk about the city pool and what's going on location. Mayor, what's going on with the project out here?
Well, the project's definitely busy
It's
right now.
very
As you see in
busy,
the background.
very busy.
We've got a lot of plumbing and drains that are being put in so that we can get in our decking and finish that up. The project is right now still looking to complete in time for Memorial Day opening. We've got so many amenities here on site with this aquatic center. It's going to be something the public just going to be excited about. I get excited because I walked up here today and I saw the zero entry, which is right behind us, and then we also have the deep end with the diving boards and circulating water, so you can do resistance walking. And
we were talking about that.
So much.
We were talking about that when we pulled in, Caitlin and I. It's been a minute since I've been out on this end of town, but to see what it is now, while it's still in progress compared to what it was a year or two ago, it's came a long way. I mean, I know we still got a little bit to do. You know, you guys are pushing for that, Memorial Day weekend timeline, but you just turn around and you look at everything like there's all these slides, you've got a shallow end, a deep end, you're gonna have decking everywhere. Like, this is gonna be a phenomenal, hot spot for not just residents of Jasper, but I imagine a lot of people from Du Bois County are going to come over here this summer. So
I would think it's going to draw people from the area as well. Visitors will want to come here. I'm looking forward to seeing the completion of this. I know that the park department is. They're in the hiring process for all their lifeguards and workers, and we're hoping to have a great opening and something the city's going to be proud of in May.
I think so. And once again, just I know it went, everybody missed it last year. So I imagine, the first full weekend you guys are open, this place is going to be packed with people.
It will. We don't really know what to anticipate when it comes to volume. There is a capacity.
Right.
So we recognize there's a capacity, and we'll have to monitor that. If we should meet the capacity for the pool, we'd have to ask people to wait until someone leaves. But we don't know if that's going to be the case, the demand or not.
And again, Mayor, with these construction projects and with the spring weather we get, which we'll get to the weather here in a minute, but, it's always about pushing deadlines. But right now, you guys are on track to push to get to that deadline. It's going to be close, right?
Right. We want to start putting water in at the end of April, 1st of May. That water has to circulate, has to stabilize. We'll learn a lot about the equipment at that point in time too, and the managing of that, as well as we want it to heat up a little bit so that when it comes to Memorial Day weekend, our public is going to be comfortable when they come into the pool.
So, stepping away from the pool for a minute, Mayor, one thing I want to talk about is here we are, we're the end of March. This is beautiful weather, but it's also a little bit of severe weather.
Yeah.
And, over the weekend, we saw, 8 tornadoes across the state of Indiana. We saw some severe storm weather in our region. And I want to talk to you a little bit about how the city kind of responded. It looks like the city kind of banded together with all the aftermath and the cleanup and everything. It really spoke to what the community of Jasper is all about.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the way we responded to that. Our fire department, police department were out immediately. Matter of fact, many of them are spotters and are part of that severe weather emergency management. And once I got a warning that came from Du Bois County Emergency Management, I started monitoring the dispatch. And the Du Bois County and Jasper dispatch was very active with messages talking about lines down, trees down, covering the roads, and dispatching for help and assistance. But, this was at night, and it's very dangerous at night. So the best thing people could do was just stay at home and not get out in that, and allow the opportunity for us to clean it up. Our street department, our electric department, fire department, police department, they were all out there all day. I think electric department finally went home at 8:30, and of course the police department never goes home.
No.
It's always got somebody there. But 8:30 at night, and we had 2 customers that didn't have service after lunch on Saturday. Those 2 customers had to get a new meter system put in. So we were waiting on them,
Right.
not so much them waiting on us. Now, some of the poles had to be patched in order to temporarily make it through and provide that electricity, and they did what they could to patch them. We're in the process still of replacing poles from that storm damage. We also have the street department. You know, we collect a lot of the storm damage, the rubbish, if you will, the limbs and trees. And we'll be open to the street department late for our solid landfill. It'll be open till 6 o'clock in the evenings. And then we'll be looking at Saturday morning probably as well, so people can dispose of that.
Now, Mayor, that is just for storm damage, right? That's just limb damage. That's not necessarily your shingles and your siding.
Oh, shingles and siding do not go there. That's right. That is not part of the solid fill.
Well, Mayor, the last thing I wanted to ask you is it's a hot button topic around Jasper, and everybody always wants an update. Can you give us anything more on the Regional Wellness Center? Any more updates on that? Anything you can give us on that?
Well, the Regional Wellness Center is moving forward. We've got what we call finalized plans, and we're getting our last documents with regard to cost estimates. You know, we'll have something that a guaranteed maximum price will be provided to us in the May timeframe. But before that, we are going to move forward with the site preparation. So we're going to do grading, and that's a phase 1. We've got the funding to move forward with that. We hope to get started early May. You want to get that done during the summer months,
right?
So that we can start construction in the fall.
Okay.
So yeah, things are moving along. We're about, from our fundraising standpoint, we have privately raised about $13.5 million, and
that's incredible.
We still have a goal that's lofty that will make a difference long term. It's about affordability, and what we can afford really is dependent upon, you know, our community and members of the community, you know, being willing to philanthropic and being willing to invest in the future of the community through giving. The more upfront money we have, the less we have to finance and the less the financial costs long term. We don't want to stick the city and future residents with a big bond for future months, but there will be a bond, and it will be necessary in order to launch this project.
Well, Mayor, it sounds like there's all good things in the works here ongoing in the city.
Exciting.
It is. It really is.
When we start breaking ground, I think people will get excited for that project, because this one will be done.
I was telling Caitlin just last week, you know, it's like I remember coming to the pool when I was a kid and what it looked like, and now you're gonna have this absolutely beautiful new facility for everybody to come to enjoy, and then everything going on with the Regional Wellness Center. It's like this is a great time to be involved with the city of Jasper.
It is. It really is. And you know, my challenge is they've talked to me about I could get on the beginner slide, maybe the intermediate. I don't know about the big slide up there. That might be a little more challenging.
All right. Well, Mayor, we appreciate your time here today for, you know, taking us out and letting us kind of view the project and giving the residents of Jasper an update. So we appreciate your time, Mayor.
Thank you.
And back in the studio, this has been your Monday with the Mayor segment here on 18 WJTS. Jared Atkins with Jasper Mayor Dean Vonderheide.
Thank you.